What's up guys, Rising Am Disc Golf here, and we are back for another video. Today we're going to be reviewing and comparing the 2020 Eric McCabe's Signature Series LUCID-X EMAC Truth. Let's go. Okay guys, so like you heard, this is going to be a review of the LUCID-X EMAC Truth. The 2021, I'm going to be comparing it to a beat up Lucid EMAC Truth, a beat up Moonshine EMAC Truth, a pretty new Lucid Sparkle EMAC Truth, and a Lucid Verdict. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So the LUCID-X EMAC Truth, it feels really good in the hand. These newer runs of LUCID-X are a little less stiff, but they've still got that overstability, just with a little bit more gumminess. These LUCID-X EMAC Truths, depending on which one you get, have a little bit of dome to pop top from what I've seen. Mine's more on the little bit of dome side. It's a 175 blue LUCID-X EMAC Truth, and I would say it compares a lot to a Lucid Verdict, just with a little more glide. So in the profile, it's just like a standard EMAC Truth. It's got that kind of flat edge, not as blunt as a Verdict. But yeah, in that LUCID-X plastic, that's usually a tick more overstable than the same disc in Lucid plastic. So moving on to the flight, when I throw the LUCID-X EMAC Truth flat and hard, this thing is torque resistant and wind resistant. I will throw it flat and hard, and it'll go straight with a dependable fade at the end. I don't have to worry about this thing turning over into headwinds. I know that if I throw it flat and hard, it'll go straight for a long ways, but it'll always fade at the end. It's very similar to my Lucid Verdict. I would say since my Lucid Verdict's a little beat up, it's a little less stable even, but the EMAC still has more glide. So take that into consideration. This possibly could take out my Lucid Verdict from the bag. Not sure yet, but it could. My Lucid Sparkle EMAC Truth, when I throw it flat and hard, it goes really straight with a gentle fade at the end. It's just a tick down from stability from the LUCID-X one, but definitely that one is still reliable because it's very new, just a little less stable than the LUCID-X, like I said. And my beat up Moonshine EMAC Truth is very beat up. It's pretty flat. I've had it for about 9 months now. It's been one of my go-tos ever since. So if I throw it flat and hard, it'll maybe coast a little bit to the right and have a nice gentle fade back, but overall it's a pretty straight disc. And then my most understable EMAC Truth is a yellow Lucid max weight 175 EMAC, or no, I guess it's not max weight because it's 175, not 180. Whatever, 175 beat up EMAC Truth. It was in my bag for about a year. The fuse replaced it towards the end of last year, but yeah. Actually, I might have still had it in because it wasn't as understable. Anyways, this EMAC Truth, if I give it some hyzer, it'll flip up to flat, turn over a little bit and fade. But if I throw it flat, it's just going to have a nice gentle turn to the right. Very comparable to a Fuse and probably the Bounty, although I haven't thrown the Bounty yet. That comes out later in the year. The LUCID-X EMAC, when thrown with a hyzer, it's going to hold that hyzer, but it's a very glidey hyzer. So with my Verdict, if I throw it on a hyzer, it's going to get to the ground probably about 25-30 feet sooner than the LUCID-X EMAC, just because the EMAC has so much glide, but it's not going to tip up to flat. It's going to remain on that angle the entire time. And when I throw the LUCID-X EMAC on an anhyzer, it'll hold that anhyzer, but it won't hold it all the way to the ground. It'll start to flex out depending on how high I throw it. If it's a pretty low laser beam anhyzer, or not low, but like not nose up anhyzer, it'll hold that and then come out. And depending on how hard I throw it, it could just finish flat, or we could see it come out and have just a nice little fade at the end. So that shows the extra reliability that this LUCID-X EMAC Truth does have. Again, it does feel really good in the bag. I love how this year's LUCID-X is coming out, and especially this blue color is really eye-catching with that black stamp. that I have. Make sure you guys go pick one up if they're available. I know later in the year there's going to be some special chameleon or glimmer runs, so make sure you guys try to go check one out. They support Eric McCabe, everything he does with course design and some occasional tournaments and stuff like that, so make sure you go check one out, as well as the other tour fundraiser disc from Dynamic Disc and Latitude 64 in that special X plastic. So I know this was a quick one, but I hope you guys liked this video. If you liked it, make sure to drop a like down below and leave me a comment what you think of the LUCID-X EMAC Truth. Make sure to subscribe over to the site and check out any other videos I've recommended to you. And until next time, we'll see ya. Peace.